Now October 14th. We had some freezing weather, but now it's warmed up and I was able to get the cockpit glassed. There's a layer of 10-ounce glass on the bottom and 6-ounce on the sides. And I just got the fill coat on. I glassed it yesterday, put the fill coat on today. And the stern compartment is painted with the epoxy primer. I'm getting ready to put white undercoater on that. And also in the cabin area, it's got the epoxy primer on it. And I'm getting ready to go in and put white undercoat on the sides, and on the bottom I'm going to put non-skid. All the compartments get non-skid on the bottom, and gloss white on the sides. So I'm getting ready to put the white undercoat, easy epoxy undercoat, and I've got my foredeck pieces made. Those are deck beams for the aft deck. This is the cabin tops, and I've soaked them with resin, sealed them. I'm going to primer them and paint them while they're like this. I don't like to paint overhead. I got reinforcing pieces there where I might want to sit, and also fasten rigging hardware and brackets for the oars. And I made the deck piece for the back deck. So I'm going to seal, prime, and paint gloss white all the areas that don't glue down. So that's where I'm at. She's getting together. I'm just kind of running out of summer. It's now October 15th, second day of primer and undercoat, and the whole cockpit area has been sanded. Now has 2 coats of epoxy undercoat on everything. The cabin area, the sides have 2 coats of the easy epoxy white undercoat, and the stern compartment is entirely coated with 2 coats of white undercoat. I didn't do the floor in the cabin because I needed someplace to stand and walk, and that'll get the non-skid at the same time as all the bottom of all these compartments will get the non-skid, like on the decks of the Jenny J. And I also got the undersides of the deck pieces sealed. I've just got one layer of one coat of resin and 2 light coats of epoxy primer. The rudder, it has 2 coats of primer. And foredeck, these are places that'll be painted gloss white before they get glued on. I just don't like to paint overhead. And those are the support beams for the back deck. So she's coming along pretty good. At least I got her all sealed up. The last places to glass are the sides and the decks, cabin tops. So I just hope that I get the weather. If I don't, it'll have to wait and get done in the spring. But she's getting there. It got cold, and then it warmed up slightly, and we've just been fighting cold and then warm, but I did manage to get some more done. Got the gloss white on the underside of my decks done. Actually got the cabin tops on and the foredeck on. The framing for the permanently covered part of the cabin in front. I got gloss white on the sides in the cabin. And I got undercoater on the sides back here. Just not warm enough to paint, but I did get the gloss white on the sides. Everything except the bottom of the stern compartment, and I got my support stringers in there. So now I'm ready to put these deck pieces on. But this turned out pretty nice. It's gloss white all the way forward. I don't know if this is showing it very good. And I got my non-skid paint to do the floors with, but just don't have warm enough weather. So that's probably going to have to wait, but I'm pretty happy with how far I did actually get. I didn't really think I would get this far, but she's shaping up pretty good. If I had a little more warm weather, I'd finish her. We got a couple warm days, so I was able to get some more done. Got my cabin tops on. Got the gloss white on the sides in the cockpit. And I got my aft deck on and the hatch combing. So that's quite a bit. I'm pretty happy with it, but now it's getting cold. It's November 3rd. So if I had one more warm weekend, I'd get the rest of this glass and the hull would be finished, but I'm not sure if I'll get it. My reinforcing pieces for that little deck area, because I want to be able to sit up there, lean forward on it when I'm working the anchor. And I picked up 3 2x4 14 footers that are pretty nice. 2 of these will be glued together to make the main mast, and one will be trimmed down for the mizzen. So if I can get enough warmth to get these glued up, then I can be working on my mast.